Monica, I think we can start.
Ma'am,
I think we can start.
Okay. All right. So children, let me tell you about the flow of the session. So first of all, you will get to know your mentor. Then it will be followed by a short informative PPT, wherein you can note down if you want to note down something. And then it will be followed by a short virtual tour of the dashboard of Olympiad success. Then a question and answer round will be held, wherein if you have a doubt or a query, you can put up that and get the answer then and there. Okay. And then the actual demo will begin, for which you've been waiting. All right. So I hope this flow is clear to you. Show me a thumbs up if it is. Okay. Mihir, is it clear? Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So Vatsal, please switch on your camera. Let us see you. Okay. So let me tell you that we have with us Tariq Ahmed sir, who's going to be your mentor for this batch. And he is a very, very seasoned, very experienced, tutor. He's subject expert in maths, and he's been associated with us for quite some time now. He's into teaching profession. His passion is teaching. So let us now hear it directly from sir. All over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, for kind words. Hi, guys. Myself, Tariq Ahmed, and as ma'am said, it's been my 22nd year in this profession. So it's a huge time I have been here, more than your age, in fact. And normally I start taking classes from class 8. And right now at Olympiad Success, I'm taking class of 8, 9, 10th and 11th. And class 8 is about to start in 1 week. Normally, but I take classes up to graduation level. Okay. And I also used to teach for JEE preparation in offline. And so before joining the classes and before the demo, there are a few things which I want to share with you. See, we are very serious about our content, and you should also be serious. Why you should join Olympiad Success? What is your aim? In fact, we prepare the students for Olympiad examination. And we know that our content is too hard, too difficult, right? So for that, to cover those topics, you have to put at least 90 minutes daily. So you are joining for maths, and you are eager to learn a lot of difficult things of advanced concept also. Although you will join in class 9, but in coming session, you are going to learn a lot of things from class 10th, and maybe something from class 11th also, right? Because in level 2 Olympiad, these things are asked. So if you are ready to put effort, at least 90 minutes a day, then it's a good platform for you. But if you are just taking classes, not putting your effort, then I won't recommend you that you should also you should join the class. So only one thing we want, we have a very committed team, right? So only one thing we want, that you should ready to work hard for coming 4 or 5 months. And if you are doing that, you are following our instructions. So note my words, you are going to excel at a state level, even at international level. So in few minutes, I will explain, I will give a demo. Okay. But enough for right now, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, children, allow me to share my screen for the short PPT. I hope the screen is visible to each one of you.
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Thank you, sir. So a very warm welcome to each one of you to the demo and interaction program for class 9 mathematics batch 2. As you are already aware that Olympiad Success is India's largest online preparation platform for Olympiad exams. Olympiad Success Live is India's first exclusive live classes for Olympiad's preparation. School Plus by Olympiad Success is one of its own kind of annual program that includes 8 important courses that really matter at this point of time in your life, which include mathematics, English, science, logical reasoning, communication, both spoken and written, Vedic math, and coding. Here you can get one-on-one online CBSE, ICSE, IGCSE, and IB classes for grades 2 to 12. One-on-one preparation classes for international mathematics Olympiads like SASMO, CMO, HKIMO, TIMO, Math Counts, US Common Core Math Competition, Math Kangaroo, and PRMO. So you can meet our international rank holders for the year 2022-23 and for the year 2021-22. These are all kids like you. So the classes are actually going to be group sessions with batch size of around 20 students delivered through Zoom by seasoned tutors. You've already met your mentor. So you get 3 sessions per week on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Timing will be 6:30 p.m. till 7:45 p.m. with 5 minutes of break in between. So this means 35 minutes of class with 5 minutes of break in between, and again followed by 35 minutes of class. The classes are going to be a mix of theory, practice questions, doubt sessions, and discussion on previous year papers. You get reading material and practice questions, which are available on the dashboard of Olympiad Success. How to access that? For that, you will get a very short, virtual tour by Rajan sir, and you also get access to a Olympiad Success platform so that you can practice topic-wise mock test for both maths, reasoning, and logical reasoning. So syllabus is available at this particular link. Fees can be paid by clicking on this particular link. All the important and relevant links have been pasted in the chat box and will again be pasted. So fees for this course is 13,356 rupees, and it is going to be a 60-session course. The fee includes online classes, daily reading notes and exercises, practice of previous year papers, and access to Olympiad Success platform for mathematics and logical reasoning. All that you require for these classes is laptop or desktop with good internet speed, with camera, because we do not allow students without video in the class, and headphones for better audio clarity. As you are already aware, that preparation for Olympiad exams is a little bit tough than your regular school curriculum. So you, as sir has already told you, that you need to spend some extra time every day so that you can cope up with the curriculum. And of course, parental support is required to monitor the progress at the back end. So in 2021-22, Olympiad Success had students from more than 3,800 schools across India and abroad, hailing from 35 plus countries. Now the classes for this particular batch begins from Thursday, 25th May 2023. I hope you've noted down all the important information that is related to the course. Now I would request Rajan sir to give you a virtual tour of the dashboard. All over to you, sir.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you for the wonderful presentation. Let me share my screen. So I hope students, my screen is visible. So this is the website of Olympiad Success. I'm just showing you how you access the content. So what you need to do, you need to click on my account for login. And here you need to enter the credentials. So once you register with us, we will share the credentials. With that, you can log in and access the content. Let me log in with my credentials for now. So this is the student profile and all the content you will find here in the live classes. Let me show you. So what you need to do, you need to choose a subject, then you need to choose a topic. Let me choose coordinate geometry. So for each and every topic, you will find reading material, practice question and answer key here. Let me show you how it looks like. So this is the reading material. Okay. So for each and every chapter, you will find reading material here. And these are the practice questions. Okay. So all kind of questions are here. Other than that, students, you can also check schedule here, like in which session, which topic we are going to cover. Like you can see in session 1, we are going to cover number systems. In session 2, we will like go with this particular topic only. In session 3 also. And in session 4, then we will have a test. So after each and every chapter, there will be a mock test, okay, that we will discuss in the classes also. And like Monica mentioned in her presentation, we will also discuss previous year Olympiad questions. So in the end of the schedule, you can see we have the super classes. So in this super classes, what you're going to do, in the super classes, we will discuss all previous year Olympiad questions, okay? Other than that, students, you will also get the free access to the topic-wise mock test for mathematics as well as for reasoning that you can access here in the worksheets. Let me show you. We need to choose a subject. So like I said, you will get access for mathematics as well as for logical reasoning, okay? So these are all topic-wise mock test. You can just click on take exam to attempt it. And you can check your answers here in the performance tab. You just need to select a topic. Okay, and then just click on detailed result view to check the answers. So this is all about the dashboard, students. Now, if anyone have any doubt or query, you can write in the chat box. Do anyone have any doubt or query?
Please feel free to ask. Prisha is saying she was late to join. So can you please tell me earlier information? At what point of time did you join, Prisha? What is your starting point of the audio?
You can also do one thing, Prisha. I have posted the links in the chat box. Let me share again. So there is our Facebook page. So you can check the starting part of the demo there only. Okay. After the demo, you can check there.
Yeah.
Any other doubt, students? Any doubt, any query?
Aryan, Vatsal, Rehan, Ananya, Priyanshu, Akash, please switch on your cameras. And in case you have a doubt, please feel free to ask. We'll be happy to answer. This is the time to ask your doubts. Is everything clear? So we
Okay,
encourage
in that
students
case,
to ask doubts.
ma'am, like they don't have any question. Let me ask questions to them.
Sure, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So can you tell me like the days on which you're having the classes? Monica ma'am shared in her presentation. Do anyone remember? TTS. Okay. Any other answer? Or is it correct? TTS. Yes, correct. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. TTS we are having the classes. And what are the what is the timing for the class? 6:30 to 7:45 p.m. Yes, correct. Okay,
And
one more question.
what are the total number of sessions? Let me see how attentive you were. Oh, okay, okay.
60.
So we have a batch of bright students, I believe.
Yeah.
They
Okay, can
pay
you tell me
attention
one
to
more thing?
details.
Students, like in how many months this batch going to end? Can you calculate in how many months this batch going to end? Okay, we have come up with the answer. 5, 5, 5. Any other answer or 5 is correct? Yes, 5 is correct. This will end in 5 months. Okay, do anyone have any doubt or query, students, or like shall we start with the session? No doubts.
I think we should start with the session.
Sure, ma'am. So over to you, Tariq sir.
Thanks, Rajan. So, guys, today, as Rajan showed about the coordinate geometry, right? So, I am also thinking to explain that particular topic. In fact, that is one of the easiest topic this session you are going to learn, right? Coordinate geometry is the most easiest topic in class 9. But you should understand that there are few things, and coordinate geometry for higher classes, one of the most difficult topics. It may sound easy in class 8, it may sound easy in class 9, but this is the most difficult topic uh, for coming classes. Like it will start from 11th. In 10th also you have to learn this. In 11th and 12th, the topic is too much difficult. And when the question is asked from coordinate geometry in JEE examination, most of the time a student fails to answer. So basics are important. In 8th and 9th, we learn some basics. And as I said earlier that we learn about the advanced content also. So in this demo, I'm going to explain some basics and then something of class 10th also. I hope in next 30 minutes, you are going to learn a lot of basics. So just start. coordinate geometry. See, in coordinate system, first of all, a point has two coordinates, x coordinate and y coordinate. This is assumed by the mathematicians, right? And from here, the coordinate geometry begins. The x coordinate, it has the special name abscissa. And the special name of y coordinate is ordinate. So, x coordinate has a special name abscissa, y coordinate has a special name ordinate, and together, these two abscissa and ordinate together are known as coordinates, coordinates of a point. So a particular point has always two coordinates, abscissa and ordinates, right? If you will turn on the camera, because that is the important rule of my class, so it will help me and you also, right? Because my classes normally remains interactive and I ask a lot of questions also, whether you are attentive or not. So if you are eager to join, this is one of the basic rule of the class, right? So coming to the point, x and y, two coordinates. The other name of x coordinate is abscissa. The second name of y coordinate is ordinate, and together it is known as coordinate. Suppose a point P is there and it has the coordinate 2, 3. So what is the value of abscissa? Write in the chat box. I'm waiting. The value of abscissa of point P. Good. Very good. And ordinate is 3. Okay, good. I'm writing another. Q minus 7, minus 5. What is the ordinate of point Q? Good. Minus 5 with sign, yes. Now the other point R, 0, 5. So abscissa of this point is 0. Good. Now you understood. So abscissa. Now one thing is important. Suppose a point has coordinate 2, 3, right? And by mistake, some student write it 3, 2. So in fact, it is wrong. It will be considered as wrong. This coordinate system is the best example of ordered pair. Ordered pair. Now see, what is the name? Ordered pair. Pair means two numbers. So here, the two numbers are there. And they are written in such a way that order is important. Means in coordinate system, we cannot change the order. So here, the student by mistake changed the order. The order was 2, 3. 2 comes first, 3 later. But he wrote 3, 2. That's why it is wrong, right? So we cannot change the order. And coordinate system is the best example of ordered pair. Or about ordered pair, you will learn something in class 11. Okay. Now see, in coordinate system, two axes are assumed by the mathematicians. One, the horizontal axis, horizontal line, and this is known as x-axis. X-axis. And the second line is the vertical line, which is at 90 degree on x-axis. And the name of this axis is y-axis. Y-axis. So there are two axes, x-axis and y-axis. X-axis is the horizontal line and y-axis is the vertical line. This is the name given by the mathematicians. We cannot change these names. Now, see here. When we draw x-axis and y-axis, they meet at one particular point. We are able to see here that both the axes meeting here. And this point is known as origin, written as 0, O. And it is read out as origin. So origin is the point, I'm writing here. Origin is the point where both the axes meet. Both the axes meet. In other words, we can say origin lies on both the axes. It is the only point which is found on both the axes, on x-axis as well as y-axis. So one question in Olympiad is asked, what is the name of the point which is found on both the axes? So the name will be origin. So origin is a point which is found on both the axes. Okay. Now see what I explained so far. There is one horizontal line. Its name is x-axis. Another vertical line. Its name is y-axis. The point where these axes meet, that is origin, written as 0. Now, to the right of this y-axis, to the right side of the y-axis, here the sign of x remains positive. X remains positive to the right side of y-axis, and to the left side of y-axis, the sign of x remains negative. Means here x is 1, here x is 2, here x is 3, 4, and so on. Here -1, -2, -3, and so on. And this you have done in lower classes also. This number line earlier till class 8, in fact, you are using this number line, right? So when you are using this number line, in fact, you are dealing with x coordinate, right? Which is known as abscissa. So till class 8, you had the idea about x coordinate only. Now, from now onward, you learn that there is a vertical line also, and that is known as y-axis, right? So to the right of y-axis, the sign of x remains positive. To the left of x-axis, the sign of x remains negative. Similarly, to the upper side of x-axis, y remains positive, and below the x-axis, y remains negative. The sign means y1 here, 2 here, 3 here, 4 here, and so on. Positive y we will get above the x-axis, and below the x-axis we will get the negative value of y, -1, -2, -3, and so on, right? Now one more thing. When we draw the axis, it divides the paper, the graph paper, which is called plane. It divides the plane into 4 parts. There are 4 parts if we divide x-axis and y-axis, and the name of these parts is quadrant. This is known as quadrant, right? Now there are 4 quadrants. Now how they are recognized, which one is the first quadrant? So it's always start from here. This is the first quadrant, and then goes in anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clock means in the opposite of clock direction. So this is the second quadrant. This one is the third quadrant, and this is the fourth quadrant. When we draw axis on a graph paper, both the axes divide the plane into 4 equal parts, and those parts are known as quadrant. And the mathematicians has given the name first quadrant to this one, and then in anti-clockwise direction. So this is the second quadrant, this is the third quadrant, and here we get the fourth quadrant. I hope everyone getting, right? You can show your thumbs up if you are getting. Right now, the thing which I am explaining, right, that is of easy level. Okay, these are the basics. Okay, now see, we can show the point, every point. We can show every point. We can plot that points on the graph paper using this axis. Now see, this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, -1, -2, -3, here 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3. Suppose a point has the coordinate 2, 3, and we want to plot this point on this graph. So how we can plot this one? We always start from the origin. This is the basic rule. Origin is just like the home for numbers. What is the importance of home in our life? Suppose we have to go to school. So from where we start? We start from home. Suppose we have to go to market. So from where we start? We start from home. We come back to home from school, and after that we go to anywhere we want. So what is the importance of home in our life? That is similar to that, the same in the life of point. So every point lies here at origin. So it will start moving from origin. This is the basic one. All points are lying at the origin. So to plot the point, first of all, we have to cover the distance on x-axis. First, we have to cover on x-axis, means x coordinate. This is covered first. So we have to cover +2. Here, we will start from here. This is 1, this is 2. We reached here. We covered 2 distance on x-axis positive. Now, from here, you will get this vertical line, which is parallel to y-axis. Now, on this line, we have to move +3, as y coordinate is 3. Now we have learned that y is positive in upward direction. Y3 is here. So draw a parallel line to x-axis here. Now this length will be 3. This length will be 3. And this length is 2. So the coordinate of this point is 2, 3. We can plot the point in this manner. Okay. See another example. Suppose we have to plot a point B -2, 1. Obviously, the point is lying here. So first of all, we have to cover the distance on x. And on x, we have to cover -2. As we learned that to the right side, x is positive, and to the left side of y-axis, x is negative. Since we have to cover -2, so we start from here in the left direction. This is -1, this is -2. We reached here. Then from here, right, on this vertical line, we have to climb +1, means upward direction. 1 is here. Draw a line here. This is 1. This distance is 1. This is -2. So coordinate of this point is -2, 1. We are able to show the point B here. Similarly, suppose the point C we want to show. -3, -2. So obviously we will start from origin and we move to the negative direction of y-axis, left hand side, here -3. From here, on this y-axis, since we have to cover -2 and y remains negative downward, so we have to move 2 units in downward direction. We come here. Now this is the point C, and the coordinate of this point is -3, -2. We are able to plot point C here. Suppose we want to show the point D. 4, -3. So on x, we have to cover 4 distance. On y, we need to cover -3 distance. We will start from origin, +4. We have to go here. And from here, on this line, we have to climb down -3, -3, -1, -2, -3. We reach here. This is the point D, and its name is 4, coordinate is 4, -3. So in this way, we plot the point on a graph paper. Now see one interesting thing. This point A, right? Let me use other marker. This point A, this is lying in first quadrant, right? And the sign of both the coordinates x and y positive here. So here we are learning that in the first quadrant, the sign of both the coordinates remain positive in first quadrant. In second quadrant, the sign remains minus plus. In third, both the coordinates have negative sign. And then in the fourth quadrant, the sign is plus and minus. By just looking at the sign of the coordinate, we can immediately tell that in which quadrant this point is going to lie. No need to plot. See, if both positive 2, 3, so it will lie in the first quadrant. Minus 2, 1, minus plus, it will lie in the second quadrant. Minus 3, minus 2, both negative, it will lie in the third quadrant here. Positive, negative, it will lie in the fourth quadrant. Okay, so I am asking a question. Tell me 5, minus 1. In which quadrant this point is going to lie? First, 5, minus 1 is going to lie in which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. Yes, here. Plus, minus, plus, minus. So it will lie in fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant, right? Minus 2, minus 7. In which quadrant this point is going to lie? First. Good. Third quadrant. Third quadrant. Now, 7, 1. In which quadrant this point will lie? First quadrant. Good. Now, minus 4, 2. In which quadrant this point will lie? Second quadrant. Right? By just looking at the sign, we can immediately tell in which quadrant, okay, this point is going to lie. Okay, so I'm going to recap it once again, what I explained so far, right? What is the name of this axis? First, the name of this horizontal axis, x-axis, good. The name of this vertical axis, y-axis, good. X remain, and the name of this point where both the axes meet, origin, denoted by 0. Now x remains positive here, so x, and here negative, so we write it x dash. Above the x-axis, y remains positive, y here, y dash, right? Now, which one is the third quadrant? 4 quadrants are there. Which one is the third quadrant? Here, left downward, right? Left downward. Correct. This is the third quadrant. This is first quadrant. This is second quadrant. This is fourth quadrant. Now, one question I am writing. The sign of coordinates of a point remains the same. Sign of coordinate of a point, the sign of both coordinates of a point remains same in dash. What will be the answer? What will be the answer? No. Why you are answering 1 and 3? Yes, that is the correct answer. See, in first quadrant, the sign remains plus plus. Here, minus minus. So both the signs remain same in first and third quadrant. While in second quadrant, plus minus, sorry, minus plus, and in fourth quadrant, plus minus. So it remains same in first and third quadrant, right? Okay. Now see another thing. Suppose there is a point A 3, 4, right? So what does it mean? it means, suppose this is M. It means if the coordinate of the point is 3, 4, it means we have covered 3 distance here on x-axis, x coordinate on the x-axis. This distance is covered here. And this distance, which is covered on y-axis, it is 4. This is the meaning, vice versa. If x coordinate is 3, y coordinate is 4, coordinate of the point is 3, 4. And if the coordinate of the point is 3, 4, it means we have traveled 3 unit positive direction of x-axis, 4 unit in the positive direction of y-axis. Right. Now suppose there is a point here, C, -3, -4. Now my question is, listen carefully. This is a question from the Olympiad paper. So my question is, what is the distance of point C from x-axis? Okay, -3, I am getting answer -3. Okay, -3. Okay, same -3, -4. Okay, so all are answering -3 and -4. Now see, learn here. A point x, y. X is the distance of point. This is the distance of point. So x is the distance of point from y-axis, and y is the distance of point from x-axis. So x3 is the distance of point from y-axis, and 4 is the distance of point from x-axis. Right? Okay. So leave this. I will come this question again. Leaving this, I'm writing another point. Suppose B, 5, 2. So what is the distance of this point from x-axis? From x-axis, the distance of the point from x-axis will be y-coordinate. Y-coordinate will be distance from x-axis. See, this is the distance from x-axis, y-coordinate. So y-coordinate is the distance from x-axis, and x-coordinate is the distance from y-axis. I'm writing here. X-coordinate is distance of point from y-axis. Y-coordinate is distance of point from x-axis. Other name of x-coordinate is abscissa. So we can write abscissa also. Other name of y-coordinate is ordinate. Right? Okay. Now asking another question. Same. I'm changing the coordinate. Point C, 5, 2. Tell me, what is the coordinate of point this C from x-axis? 2. Good. Good. And what is the distance of this point from y-axis? Good. Good. Right? Now you understood. Now I am coming back to here. What is the distance? Suppose I am giving name D. What is the distance of this point from x-axis? -4. Good. 3 students have answered. What about others? -4. 4 students have answered. Still waiting. 5, 6 students have answered the same answer, -4. Anyone else? In fact, that is wrong answer. It's not correct. Yeah. See, in physics we learn that distance can't be negative. Physics tell us about this. We have to cover the distance. Whenever we have to tell the distance, that will always be positive. So if you are telling that the distance of this point from x-axis is -4, answer is wrong. Y coordinate is -4. When it will ask about distance, it will be 4 only. It will be 4. This is one of the question asked in Olympiad paper. And most of the time, a student answered the same answer which you had earlier answered. Right? So you should be careful while answering. Okay. Here the point is E. 4, -3. Tell me, what is the distance of this point from y-axis? Distance of this point, good, 4. Now, same question, distance of this point from x-axis. Yeah, it will be 3. Now you got it. Okay, now coming to another question. See, here is the point. I'm writing here. The coordinate of the point is suppose 3, 4 or 4, 3. So I'm asking the question once again. Listen carefully. I will ask 3 questions. Distance of point A from x-axis. What is the answer? Good. Distance of the point A from y-axis. Good. Good. Now listen, the third question. Distance of the point A from origin. Distance of the point A from origin. No. Good, Meher. Meher has answered it 5. Yes, that's correct answer. 5. Now how? See, this distance is 4. This distance is 3. And I'm asking distance of point from origin. This is origin. So join the point from the origin. Now we have to find this distance. Joining this, we are getting a right angle triangle. And in right angle triangle, we can use Pythagoras theorem if we have the idea about 2 sides. So by using Pythagoras theorem, we can find the third side. 16 plus 9, root 25. So it is 5. Right? So this is the distance of the point from origin. That's correct. Now see, I'm going to tell you one more thing. The other name of x-axis. X-axis has one more name. And it is known as, no. Abscissa is the name of x-coordinate. Right? Abscissa is the name of x-coordinate. This time I'm talking about x-axis. This is x-axis, the whole. Right? So what is the other name for x-axis? X-axis has the other name, line of y equals to 0. So x-axis is also known as the line of y equals to 0. Similarly, the other name of y-axis is line of x equals to 0. You have to keep this in memory. So x-axis has second name, the line of y equals to 0. Y-axis has second name, the line of x equals to 0. Okay. Now see, coming to the point, one question which is asked in some Olympiad paper. A point is P minus 2, 3. Here, P minus 2, 3. It is saying find image of point P, number 1, with respect to x-axis. Number 2, with respect to y-axis. Okay, these are the 2 questions. This time in the question it is asking find the image. Now, what is the characteristic of image in a plane mirror? Now again something from physics came. Whatever be the distance of object from the plane mirror, the distance of image also remains same, right? So object distance and image distance in a mirror always remain same. Means suppose there is a mirror here. Suppose here there is a mirror and here is a something at a distance of 5 meters. So its image will form at a distance of 5 meters behind the mirror. So object distance and image distance both remains same. So coming to the first question, we have to find the image of the point P with respect to x-axis. Now this is the x-axis. Now this will act as a mirror. So obviously this distance and this distance both will remain same. Now to reach here, this distance will always be same, -2, means in terms of coordinate, this is -2. This is 3. So here we have to go down by 3. So the coordinate of this point P dash, if we want to write the coordinate, so it will be -2. And since this is below the x-axis, so we have to write this coordinate in negative, means -3. So the coordinate of P dash is -2, -3, and this is the image of point P with respect to x-axis. Okay, so I explained this first one. Now answer the second one. Answer the second one. With respect to y-axis, 2, 3. Good. Here the point will lie here. So it is 2. So it will also 2. It will remain 3. So 2, 3. Its image here P double dash 2, 3. So here the answer will be 2, 3. Here the answer will be -2, -3. This is one of the important question from Olympiad point of view. Okay. So I explained few things from your content. In fact, many things to learn. We are going to learn something of advanced classes also. Even in our content, what the students are going to learn in class 10, we are going to teach that in our Olympiad content this session. So if you are willing to learn a lot of new things and ready to devote 90 minutes daily on practicing, then it's my suggestion that yes, you are welcome, you should join the classes. But if you are not willing to put that much of effort, so obviously it will be the just loss of timing for you, for me, for everyone. So you have to decide, and then you have to take action accordingly, right? So now tell me whether you learned something in today's demo class. I'm waiting for your answer. Why this demo session worth for you? Okay. Ananya saying yes. Lisa saying yes. Good. Me here, good. Okay, similarly, we are going to learn a lot of things when the session will begin, right? So now it's enough for today. If you have anything in your mind, you can ask me. If there is anything in your mind. No? So how was the demo? Yes. Z coordinate. Okay. Who is asking? Ananya asking. See, in class 9th and 10th, we have to learn in X and Y coordinate only. Z coordinate, Z axis will be introduced in class 11, right? But when I will teach you about the advanced concept, there I will deal with the Z coordinate also. And that will happen during the classes, right? That's why I skipped telling you about Z coordinates, because in school, your school will teach about Z coordinate when you will reach to 11th class. Okay. One more question is there. The last Olympiad question again. Okay, means this. Okay, just take another example. Image question, right? Just take one more example. Now I'm changing the position of the point. Suppose the point is here. 3 comma minus 5. Now tell me, the image of this point A with respect to x-axis. Image of this point with respect to x-axis. This is the x-axis. So this will act as mirror. Now, at this distance, you have to go up. Since this is 3, same. This is 5, this is 5. Now, since this is in the first quadrant, so its coordinate will be 3, 5. This will be 3, 5. Now, the coordinate of its image with respect to y-axis. Now, this will act as a mirror. So, obviously, this distance and this distance will remain same. This is equal to 3. So, this will also equal to 3. Now, this is 5. So, this is also equal to 5. Now, to reach here, since it is to the left side, so coordinate will be minus 3 and minus 5. So, its coordinate will be minus 3 comma minus 5. This we have to visualize. With practice, you will learn it. Fine. I hope now you get it. Okay. So enough for today. See you all guys again. Bye. Take care.